much. Hare Krishna. We have some new people today. Vikram Gauradas, Hare Krishna Prabhuji. You're coming first time, Vikram Gaura Prabhu. Hare Krishna Arvindangri Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Pushpa Mataji. Hare Krishna Mataji. Hare Krishna Ashok Shenoy. This also I'm seeing first time. Hare Krishna Subindu. Hare Krishna Manjunath. Mamata K. You don't know. And Vikram Gauradas. Hare Krishna. Welcome everybody. We start with study of Bhagavad Gita. Okay, ready? So we don't have Rupa Mataji come till now. So who can read shlokas clearly? Anybody?
Can I, Prabhu?
Okay, Manjunath will read the shloka. And who will read the translation?
Can I read, Prabhu?
Yes, Pusha Mataji read the translation, then we discuss. Okay. Start, Manjunath.
Naham prakashah sarvasya yoga maya samavratah mudo yam navijanati loko mama cha mavayam.
Just let Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya
Tasmai
Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine
Jai Shri Krishna
Dara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhaskara
Hello, we are in the 7th chapter today, 25th shloka. Yes, again you can chant Manjunath once more.
Yes, Prabhu. Naham prakashah sarvasya yoga maya samavratah mudoyam nabijanati loko mama jama vyam.
Yes, Pushpa Mataji.
Yes. Translation. I am never manifest to the foolish and unintelligent. For them, I am covered by my eternal creative potency, Yoga Maya. And so the deluded world knows me not who I am. Who I am?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Prabhu. Unbelievable.
Yes. I just wanted to show you a nice picture which will fit into this. I had sent you this picture in the invitation for the class also. So you can meditate on that. Yeah, this will even better. Yeah, understood? Now can you see what the shloka is trying to see? So if you go to see Krishna, the problem will be you cannot see him. Hare Krishna Rupa Mataji, welcome. Okay?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
This will be the situation of Krishna. So effulgent that eyes will, just like they say, you don't look at the bulb directly, or look at the sun directly, your eyes get damaged. So you'll become blind actually if you try to see Krishna with all the power of his effulgence. Therefore, Krishna is saying, Naham Prakasha Sarvasya. Okay, so everybody's clear the point. Krishna is so effulgent that you cannot see. Okay, it's not possible for you to see him. So unless he removes that covering, otherwise you cannot see. Chalo, let us go back to the verse. So Naam Prakasha Sarvasya, Krishna is the name. I'm not visible to everybody. Why? Yoga Maya Samavritaha. I'm covered by my potency called Yoga Maya. Loko Mudo, just a fool therefore cannot know me. And even though I'm unborn and I'm inexhaustible, people cannot understand. But people say, okay, people are very fortunate. When Krishna personally came, they could see Krishna. No, they saw, but they didn't understand his God. Many people say, show me God. Even if I show you, can you recognize him? You'll not be able to recognize. First thing, you have no power to see, because Krishna will be covered by so much effulgence. You'll not have any power to see. And even if you see him, you'll not be able to recognize him. So there are various points there. He was not related to be a non-devotee, that common man. He was only manifest to his devotees as reservoir of all pleasure. Mother Yashoda was not so interested in God definition as generator, operator, destroyer. She was more interested in his sweet pastimes. But to others, unintelligent devotee is covered by eternal potency. So Krishna is covered. Therefore, Krishna is not easily given. Krishna is hidden. What is that? Krishna is hidden from the vision of the common person. Normal people cannot easily see Krishna. Krishna is hidden. Oh my Lord, you are the maintainer of the entire universe, devoted service to you, the highest religious principle. Therefore, I pray that you also maintain me. This is Queen Kunti's prayer 1.8.18. Anybody knows this prayer of Queen Kunti?
Yes, Prabhu.
Second one.
Yeah, what is that?
Namaste Purusham Tvadyam Ishara Prakite Paraha.
Not this one, Prabhu. Another one.
Then?
Krishna Vasu.
No.
I think this one,
Namaste
Prabhuji.
Purusham Tvadyam Ishara Prakite Paraha.
Prabhu, Javanika something comes, no? Curtain.
Nabhijanati. Now, Shidhara, sleeping. What is the second verse? Maya Javanika Achanam Agna Adokshanam Avayam Nalakshase Mudadasha Nato Natudharo Yata. Correct? You know the famous verse? Maya Javanika Achanam. This is the second verse. Okay? Maya Javanika. Krishna is covered by the illusory energy. So there are two curtains when you want to go to Krishna. The first curtain you can lift. Manushanam Sahasheshu Kashigat Siddhe. But second curtain Krishna will lift. You cannot lift. Maya Javanika Achanam Agna Adokshanam Avayam. So this is the point here, that Krishna, to see it is not easy, because even though you may sincerely follow the rules and regulations, but then that is only one part. You come to Satuguna, but still you cannot see Krishna. That depends upon your devotion. Krishna, I want to serve you. Then Krishna lift the second curtain. So otherwise, Krishna is covered by his Yogamaya potency. People can't understand. And the similar prayer is there from Ishopanishad, which is quoted. Okay? You are the highest. Please remove your Brahmajyoti effulgence. Kindly remove the glowing effulgence so that I can see your beautiful Sachidananda Vigraha. Okay? So this is another point here. O Supreme Personality, Godhead or Super Soul, O Master of all mystery, who can calculate your potency and pastime in this world, you're always expanding your eternal potency, therefore no one can understand you. Learned scientists and learned scholars can examine the atomic constitution of the world, or even the planet, but still they are unable to calculate your energy and potency, although you are present before them. Supreme Lord, Supreme Personality, Godhead, Lord Krishna is not only unborn, but is avya, inexhaustible. Eternal form is bliss, knowledge, and energies are all inexhaustible. So not easy to understand Krishna. Only when Krishna is pleased by your service, he will reveal himself. Atah Shri Krishna namadi na bhavet grahimendriyai sevonmukhe jivado swayameva spurtyadaha. Krishna will reveal when he is pleased with your devotion service. Okay, makes sense, everybody? सुपेंद्र जी समझ आ रहा है?
थोड़ा थोड़ा आ रहा है।
थोड़ा थोड़ा आ रहा है। सी कृष्ण जी इस श्लोक में बोलते हैं नाहम प्रकाश सर्यासु, मैं सब लोगों को नहीं दिखता हूँ क्योंकि मैं अपनी योग माया से छुपा हुआ हूँ। तो योग माया क्या है? दो तरह की माया कृष्ण को छुपा के रखी है, एक महामाया, एक योग माया। समझ आ गया? तो जैसे मंदिर में दो पर्दे होते हैं भगवान को देखने के लिए, एक पर्दा फिर एक और पर्दा, है ना? तो एक पर्दा तो महामाया का पर्दा है जिसमें आप अपने सारे पाप कर्म छोड़ दीजिए और ध्यान से नाम जप करिए, तो पहला पर्दा तो उठ जाएगा। तो दूसरा पर्दा जब भगवान को सेवा का बहुत इच्छा होता है तब उठता है, नहीं तो भगवान का दर्शन नहीं होता। करेक्ट? हम सब लोग कर रहे हैं साधना, भगवान का दर्शन तो नहीं हो रहा ना किसी को भी। क्यों? तो पहला पर्दा उठाने में लगे हैं अभी लोग, सब अपना दिल को थोड़ा धो रहे हैं बस। लेकिन जब भगवान की सेवा की इच्छा उत्पन्न होगी तब भगवान का दर्शन शुरू होगा, है ना? अभी पहला पर्दा ही उठाओ बस। दूसरा पर्दा आप नहीं उठा सकते, दूसरा पर्दा भगवान उठाते हैं, आप नहीं उठा सकते। आपको उतनी शक्ति नहीं है, उनका एफर्ट। हाँ,
जब तक प्रभु का इच्छा नहीं होगा तब तक कुछ होने वाला भी नहीं है।
पहला पर्दा ठीक है, तुम थोड़ा जबरदस्ती से जोर से नियम का पालन करो। पहला पर्दा मायावादी भी लोग उठा लेते, लेकिन दूसरा पर्दा खाली भक्त के लिए उठता है। ठीक है? भगवान का दर्शन खाली भक्त को मिलता है। ठीक है? योगी लोग भगवान का दर्शन नहीं मिल पाता, थोड़ा सा पर्दा उठता है, बस उनके भगवान के चरण का दर्शन मिलता है उसके पास। लेकिन भक्त को पूरा भगवान का दर्शन मिल जाता है। क्यों? सेवा का भाव है, तो सेवा का जब भाग भगवान की तरफ आ जाता है तो भगवान का दर्शन मिलता है। ठीक है? ओके, हरे कृष्णा। पंकज, ये कौन सा पंकज है?
The first pada is Mahamaya, Prabhu. Second one is Yogamaya. Maya,
obviously. Second one is Yogamaya.
Okay.
Hare Krishna, Pankaj.
Hare Krishna.
You are, introduce yourself. Coming first time, no?
Yes, Prabhuji.
You are from which place?
Mangalore, Prabhuji.
Oh, Mangalore only. Oh, welcome.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Welcome. So you have visited our temple anytime?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Oh, really? Okay. Welcome. Nice. Okay, so we are doing now study of the Bhagavad Gita. We do 10 to 20 verse every time at 3 o'clock. Okay. We also
Yes,
study of Bhagavad Gita early morning, where we do lesser verses, but we do more thoroughly. That is at 6 o'clock in the morning. This is the 3 o'clock. We try to do one chapter at a time, but sometimes we do manage only half a chapter. And then we have one more session in the night at 9 o'clock, where we do Chaitanya Charitamrita. Okay, so three sessions we are having. Welcome to join. Okay. You are getting messages?
Yes, Prabhuji, I'm getting.
Huh?
Yes, Prabhuji, I'm getting.
Oh, Raymond Shop?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Oh. Okay. You are staying in the same apartment of my father.
Yes, Prabhuji. Now I am not having the name.
Now I got who. You only written Pankaj. Your full name is Pankaj Vadwani.
Vasan.
Welcome, sir. So you can enjoy with us.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So this is a very important shloka from Bhagavad Gita. This is we are in the 7th chapter, 25th shloka. Krishna says, I am not manifest to the foolish and unintelligent. So what I was explaining here is that even when Krishna was personally present, people could not recognize it. Correct? We know of Shishupal, so many people. Or, they were just still not able to recognize the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Correct? So just because, say, show me God, even if God comes in front of you, you will not be able to recognize. First, you have to understand what is God. Correct? Then we can, many people say, okay, God, but what is God? They don't even know what is God. So how are they going to recognize Krishna? And therefore Krishna is saying, why? Because I'm covered by my internal energy. There is the energy of the Lord called Yogamaya, which covers. Then explaining that between us and the Lord, there are two curtains actually. One is the curtain of Mahamaya. Now, Mahamaya curtain you can lift if you live a pure life and a regulated life, and you keep away from all sinful habits. And you get slowly get out of the three modes. But the second curtain of Yogamaya you cannot lift. That God lifts when you have a sincere desire to serve it. Okay, is that clear? And
Yes.
then we in the purport talked about some shlokas of Queen Kunti. Maya Javanika Achanam, Agna Adhokshanam Avayam, Nalakshase Mudabrita, Nato Natu Dharoyata. This is from the first canto 8 chapter of Queen Kunti's prayer to Krishna. And then also Prabhupada quotes a shloka from Isha Upanishad, where it is a Hiranamayana Patrena, Satyasa Apahita Mukham. My Lord, please remove the glowing effulgence because I am not able to see your face. So these are the 2 points we discussed and this shloka. This is a summary study, more detail. If you want, you can join. Everybody can join morning 6 o'clock. It's a beautiful time also. Vedaham samatitani. Rupa Mataji, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Rupa Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yeah, start Mataji chanting the shloka.
Vedam samatitani vartamanani chachuna bhavishyani cha bhutani mam tu vedana kaschana.
Yes, who was reading the translation?
Me, Prabhu.
Yeah.
O Arjuna, as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, all that is happening in the present and all that are yet to come. I also know all living entities, but me no one knows.
Yes. So Krishna here is speaking about very unique position. He nearest to all because sitting in everybody's heart is Paramatma, but nobody knows him and he knows everybody. What a dilemma. Just like the eyes. Eyes can see the whole body, but body cannot see the eye. So Paramatma sits in the heart of every living entity, knows everybody and knows everything you're doing. But him, nobody knows. If Krishna, the form of the Supreme Personality God, is considered impossible to be Maya, then Prabhupada says here, how can he remember everything? Krishna says to Arjuna, I taught the message to Sun God some 120 million years ago. How can Krishna do that? Because Krishna's body is spiritual. That's the difference between Krishna and you. You are having a body, a bag of stool and urine. That's not Krishna's body. In that body, lifting mountain, Krishna was born in the Narayana form first. Then Krishna showed Vishwarupa. He showed within his mouth Vishwarupa to his mother. His body is not material, totally spiritual body. That's the difference, you and God. You are a tiny soul covered with a bag of stool and urine. Correct? So, but because we change the body every birth, we cannot remember. Because we change the body, the reference to context, you forget everything. But God does not change the body. He always in the same body. Okay? Same spiritual body. It's just like the sun, you're like a photon. That's a big difference between you and God. You're like a drop of water, is like the ocean. We can never compare ourselves to be God. God is always God, dog is always dog. God does not become dog, and dog cannot become dog. That is called law of identity. Okay? So, this is very clear. So, we change the body and forget. So, Prabhupada is saying, because Krishna is saying it, he remembers everything. That actually is a proof that he has a spiritual body. Unless one is liberated from material contamination, he cannot know past, present, Trikala-dashi. So Krishna instructed Vivaswani, remembers Krishna is there in everybody's heart as super soul, but still we can't recognize him. Look at the joke. Sitting in everybody's heart, hiding in everybody's heart, and nobody can see him. Okay? Then Prabhupada talks about actually just like a fog or a clouds. Cloud is produced by the energy of the sun. They can cover us, but cloud doesn't cover the sun. So similarly, the Maya is produced by the energy of the Lord. It's like a fog or mist. It can temporarily put us into confusion, but it doesn't affect the sun. Okay? Even if one is perfect or realization of impersonal Brahman or localized Paramatma, he cannot possibly understand the Supreme Personality of God as Shri Krishna without being in Krishna consciousness. Okay? So without becoming a devotee of the Lord, it is very difficult to understand God. Okay, so everything is fine. We continue. Rita Mataji.
Yes, Prabhu.
We
So-
can continue.
Yes. Yes, Rupa Mataji, continue.
इच्छाद्वेषा समुत्तेन द्वन्द्वमोहेन भारत सर्वभूतानि सम्मोहं सर्गे यान्ति परन्तप.
Oh, Sana Bharata Arjuna. Who is reading? Murti Mataji. No, Mataji, your voice is cutting. Yeah.
Oh, all the living are born.
No, Mataji is again cutting. Oh, Sana Bharata. Oh, conqueror of four. All living in it is born into delusion, overcome by the duality of the desire and hate. So
Yes,
now
please.
there is a lot of talk about delusion, desire and hate in this shloka and in the next shloka. Desire, hate, desire, hate. We are all stuck in attachments and repulsion. And that is a proof of ours being conditioned. Krishna, there is no attachment, there is no repulsion. It's always peaceful, equanimity. Na shochati, na kanshati. Brahmabhuta prasannatma, na shochati, na kanshati. Sama sarveshu bhuteshu. So that is advancement. The real constitutional position is of being subordinate to the Supreme Lord. Okay? This is our position, subordinate to His will. Just like in office, what the boss decides, that's final. The juniors cannot do anything. The will. So Krishna is the Supreme Personality Godhead. We are all subordinate to His will. So as devotees, we are always look for direction from the Lord. What is His will? Just like get up in the morning, that's the will of God. You chant Hare Krishna, that's the will of God. You're discussing Bhagavad Gita, why? That's the will of God. Whatever you do, yeah, Krishna told us to do, therefore we are doing. When you do things out of your own initiative, it's very dangerous. So then, because you are conditioned, you will desire so many nonsense things. But you are always safe when acting under the will of Krishna, because Krishna's will protect you. So similarly, Guru, the will of Guru is representing the Lord, will protect you. Okay? So this is a protection for us. On our own initiative, we should be very careful. The illusory energy is manifested in the duality of desire and hate. It's very nicely said. This is illusory energy, desire and hate. I desire something, I hate something. Pure devotees are not said duality or contaminated by desire and hate can understand the Lord Krishna by internal potencies. Okay? Those who are deluded by desire and hate think that Supreme Personality Godhead created a metal energies. They have limited vision. The deluded by duality are completely foolish and therefore cannot understand the Supreme Personality of. Okay? These dualities will block your vision of the Lord. Because why? That is still you are material person. You like something, you dislike something. You are a materialistic person. So you cannot be spiritual and materialistic at the same time. So when a heart is attracted to the material world, there's something you like, something you hate. Okay? But when you have a desire to serve the Lord, these all things should disappear. Otherwise, this will not be allow your conscience to be pure. Sitting down and trying to meditate on the chanting of Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. How can you do all the chanting when the mind is duality to the desire and hate? Desiring something, you'll think about that. You'll not hear the chanting. And hate, be thinking how to finish somebody. You'll not be able to chant. Okay, then another famous shloka on the dualities. Yesha, yes, Rupa Mataji.
येषां त्वम् अन्तगतं पापं जनानां पुण्यकर्मणां ते द्वन्द्वमोह निर्मुक्त भजन्ते मां दृढव्रता.
Translation. Persons who have acted piously in previous lives and in this, whose sinful actions are completely eradicated and who are freed from the duality of delusion, engage themselves in my service with determination.
Okay, acted piously in previous life and in this life, sinful activities are completely eradicated. Okay, then only they can engage in the service with determination. That's a special. So many times we say that I'm not absorbed when I'm chanting Hare Krishna, I cannot hear, or when I'm reading Shastra, I'm not able to concentrate. Correct? The problem is this: your life has to be pure, completely eradicated, and you should be free from duality. Then only you can be engaged with determination. There is a similar shloka, Bhogeshwarya Prasakta Nam Taya Pratachetasa Samadau Naviriyada. Himali, you remember this shloka? Rupa Mataji, you know this shloka? Bhogeshwarya Prasakta Nam? So the Shandari Prabhu.
Yeah, भोगैश्वर्य प्रसक्तानां तया प्रहतचेतसां समाधौ न विधीयते.
Fantastic. Okay, it's a beautiful shloka. For preaching, we always use it because if there is an attraction or distraction of bhoga or aishwarya, then it is very difficult to concentrate samadho on Krishna. Correct? It will be very difficult. So the similar thing, Ichha Dvesha is similar. The Bhoga and Aishwarya will create Ichha Dvesha. You want enjoyment and you want opulence. So then something is good and something is bad in this world unnecessarily. Then you cannot peacefully sit and meditate on the Lord. Then your mind is distracted. Okay. So Prabhupada is saying those are eligible for elevation, the transcendent position are mentioned in this verse. Sudeshandari Prabhu, you read the blue line.
Haribol.
For those
who are sinful, atheistic, foolish, and deceitful, it is very difficult to transcend the
duality of
not coming.
It will come. Duality of desire and hate. So unless a life is pure, you will not be able to come to the position of being free from desire and hate. You will not be peaceful. Okay, so then what do we do? Prabhupada is saying very easy. Mahaseva dwaram ahu mukte tamo dwaram yoshitam sangi sangham. You go, take service to the devotees, the doors of Vaikuntha will become open. And if you associate with the people who are not interested in service to the Lord, that is there in Tamoguna, Tamoguna, Oshitam, Sangi, Sangam, the door of hell will open. Fatafat, cut. Huh? We should be careful. The association is very important. Which door opens? Okay. Fine. 29. Yes, Rupa Mataji. It's okay, everybody. What we had to Krishna. We had today 3 shlokas. First thing Krishna said. Let us see what we have done till now today, because some people have come late. It is said people living near the railway station always miss the train. You know that? This was about, we had a lot of discussion on Devi Devata worship. Then today was started 25th. Krishna says, I am not manifest to everybody. Okay? I am hidden. Yes. And then Krishna talked about dualities. Because of dualities, they're not able to see. Okay.
Yogamaya and Mohamaya.
So we have finished till this. So, Jara Marana Mokshaya. Yeah. Rupa Mataji started. 29.
Jara Marana Mokshaya Mam Ashritya Yadantiye Te Brahma Tadvikritsnam Adhyatmam Karma Chakilam.
Translation. Intelligent persons who are endeavoring for liberation from old age and death take refuge in me in devotional service. They are actually Brahman because they are know everything about the transcendental and fruitive activities.
So there is birth, old age, disease, rest for the body, not for the soul. Okay, but intelligent person understands this is the main problem of life. Those who are fools, they don't understand this is the problem. Therefore, Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, if you want to acquire real knowledge, there are different things. One of the things is Janma Mritu Jara Vyadi Dukkha Doshanu Darshanam. To understand, have a vision, these are my real problems. So if you understand first, is a real problem. then we don't make a plan for enjoyment in this world. You actually start offering service to Krishna. Okay, Krishna, I want to get relief from this unnecessarily cycle of birth and death. I want to be eternally engaged in your pure loving service. Okay, in your abode. Spiritual world, there is no Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi. Suppose there is one country, there is no old age and death. Won't you all run and go there? Common sense. Rupa Mataji, will you go or not go?
No.
Huh? Rita Mataji, you will go or not go?
No, I'll not go.
Why? There is no old age and death.
It all planned by Krishna. My wish.
So that is the spiritual world. No spiritual world, there is no old age and death.
If I am allowed to go, I will go.
Yes. That is. You're allowed to go, definitely you'll go to such a place, and that is the spiritual world. Vaikuntha. Vaikuntha means no anxiety. And why anxiety comes? Because we are making a permanent settlement in a temporary place. Therefore anxiety comes. Just like somebody is making a building. Why? He's going to burn it. It's a joke. No, why making a building? So everything will be burnt one day. So therefore, a person looking for liberation takes serious in devotional service, takes shelter, refuge in me in devotional service. So when you chant Hare Krishna, we're taking shelter of the vibration of the holy name of Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. And all problem is over. Yes, Mataji, 30th shloka.
Sadi bhutadi daivam mam sadi yajnam cha ye viduhu prayanakate apnicha mam devi duryukta chetasa.
Those who know me as the Supreme Lord, as the governing principle of material manifestation, who know me as the one applying all the demigods and as one sustaining all sacrifices, can with steadfast mind understand and know me even at the time of death.
All this you have to understand, It's not that blindly follow Krishna. The governing principle, all material manifestation, everything, all material energy is moving under Krishna. Krishna says, Mata Paratanani, nothing higher to me. Maya Adheksha in the Prakriti Suyata Sacharacharam, he says the whole material energy is working under my direction to understand all these things. Okay? Who know me as one underlying all the demigod, Krishna. Adi Devanam, all the devatas are they are created by Krishna and they are all working under his order. As the one sustaining all the sacrifices, Bhoktaram, Yagnatapasam, and then we understand all these things. Then with a fixed mind, we can meditate on Krishna. In Bhagavad Gita, there's one more shloka, Aham sarvasya prabho matta sarva pravartate iti matva bhajante ma bhuda bhava samanvataha. When you understand that Krishna is the origin of everything, then with the fixed mind, we can offer service to Krishna. So we have to understand all these things. Therefore, we're reading Bhagavad Gita. Some people say, I will not read Bhagavad Gita, become a devotee. But without understanding how they become a devotee. Correct? That is blind faith. This is practical. You're understanding. Okay? So then you can, even at that time of death, fix your mind upon Krishna. Okay, so that chapter closes. Then very famous chapter comes, chapter 8. Okay, is that fine, everybody? Any questions till now? Vanita, Sudeshandari, Subhendu. Subhendu, बहुत सिंपल है. कृष्ण जी बोल रहे हैं कि पूर्ण तरह से पूरा ज्ञान होगा तो मृत्यु के समय तुम मेरे आभास सोचोगे. अगर कृष्ण का ज्ञान नहीं प्राप्त करोगे तो आप भगवान के बारे में विश्वास कैसे करोगे? है ना, वो तो अंधा विश्वास हो जाएगा. करेक्ट?
जी जी.
इसलिए भगवत गीता को पढ़ना बहुत जरूरी है. बहुत लोग हम बोलते हैं कृष्ण का भक्त बनना, गीता पढ़ो. टाइम नहीं. अरे तुम्हारा भक्ति तो समझ आ गया, तुम क्या एक गीता पढ़ने का टाइम नहीं? छोटा सा किताब नहीं पढ़ सकते? स्कूल कॉलेज में छोटा छोटा एग्जाम देने के लिए 10-10 किताब पढ़ लेते हैं क्योंकि उसको इंटरेस्ट, सीरियसनेस नहीं है ना. सीरियस होगा अगर भगवान को जब तक समझेगा नहीं तो भगवान का शरण कैसे लेगा? क्या?
जी जी.
8वां चैप्टर बहुत सुंदर है. अभी इसी चीज 7 चैप्टर के 9 श्लोक जो लास्ट श्लोक था उस पर कंटिन्यू होगा. ओके, बहुत चलो शुरू कर देते हैं. अटेनिंग द सुप्रीम. यस
Arjuna uvacha kim tad brahma kim adhyatmam kim karma purushottama adi bhutam cha kim proktam adi daivam kim uchyate.
Arjuna inquired, O my Lord, O Supreme Person, what is Brahman? What is the self? What are fruitive activities? What is this material manifestation? What are the demigods? Please explain this to me.
So nice clarifying more. Every chapter, more or less, is answer to Arjuna's questions. Okay. Yes, Rupa Mataji, continue.
आदि यज्ञ कथं कोऽत्र देहे यस्मिन् मधुसूदन प्रयाणकाले च कथं ज्ञेयोऽसि नियतात्मभूहि.
Translation. How does this Lord of sacrifice live in the body, and in which part does he live? O Madhusudana. And how can those engaged in devotional service know you at the time of death?
A lot of questions by Arjuna. Now Krishna will start answering. Okay. Yes, Mataji.
श्रीभगवानुवाच अक्षरं ब्रह्म परमं स्वभावो आध्यात्ममुच्यते भूतभावोद्भवाकरो विसर्गकर्म संहितः.
Translation. The Supreme Lord said, the indestructible, transcendental living entity is called Brahman, and his eternal nature is called the Self. Action pertaining to the development of these material bodies is called karma or fruitive activities.
So the knowledge of Brahman is actually in the second chapter, in the beginning, only explained. 10-15 minutes, Prabhupada says Krishna finishes that up. That's not the end, that's just a beginning. When you understand your body and soul, that's just the beginning. Now then comes the knowledge of the Lord. Okay? So Brahman knowledge, indestructible, transcendent living entity called Brahman, that is a self. Action pertaining to develop material bodies is called karma or fruitive activities, which we are doing, our karma kanda. Yes.
आदिभूतं क्षरो भाव पुरुषश्चादिदैवतम् आदियज्ञोऽहम् एवत्र देहे देहाभृताम्बर.
Translation. Physical nature is known to be endlessly mutable. The universe is a cosmic form of the Lord, Supreme Lord, and I am this Lord. I am that Lord represented as a super soul dwelling in the heart of every embodied being.
So physical
The
nature,
heart
every embodied being. Take a physical nature is constantly changing, transforming. Energy is constant, but it is a transformation going on. Universe is a cosmic form. Yes, just like in the body, Atma, this body is the Atma, and then the body is covering the Atma. Similarly, universe is the form of the Paramatma. That's why it's called Vishwarupa. Okay? And I am the super soul, Paramatma sitting in the heart of everybody. Okay? The Bhagavad Gita, Krishna has said this how many times? How many times he has said that I am in the Deha Bhritambara. I am situated in the heart. How many times Krishna says? Ahamatma Gudakesha. Sarvasacham Hridi Sannivishto. You can locate, I think, 4 or 5 times Krishna says, I am in the heart as Paramatma. Yes, very, 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 very important shloka starting from the 5th. Yes, Rupa Mataji.
अन्तकाले च ममेव स्मरन् मुक्त्वा कलेवरं यप्रयाति समद्भावं याति नास्ति अत्र संशयः.
Translation. And whoever at the time of death quits his body, remembering me alone, at once attains my nature. Of this there is no doubt.
Therefore, sometimes very elderly put a tape, Prabhupada bhajans, we put Hare Krishna mantra around him. People sit and read Gita. Correct? Pata nahi hota. Kyun? Because he can help him to think about the Lord. It helps him. But it's not 1 minute job. There's a lifetime of preparation, of purification, so that we can think about Lord. Otherwise, mind is Ichcha, Dvesha, Samothena, desire and hatred. Correct?
So Ajamila story, Prabhu, for this, correct? Is the example.
Yes, very good. Remembering, he is very fortunate actually. Therefore, it is said even little devotion service can help you. Because Ajamila, even though had in the beginning of his life taken to devotion service, then he fell down. Fell down means not physically. He was very roaring activities, produced 10 children from a prostitute, left his wife, did so many activities of stealing, plundering. And then finally to the point that the Yamadutas came. At that time, he remembered a small child whom named Narayana, and Narayana. And the real Narayana sent his Vishnudutas to save him. gave him a chance. So then that are all because of his previous in the childhood devotion service. Little devotion service also will protect you, but then how is the guarantee will chant the name of Narayana? Okay? So we should not that we plan like Ajamila. We cannot do, then that becomes a sinful activity. Just like suppose you're late to the college and you tell the teacher, coronavirus, there's no vehicles, I'm sorry, I got late. The teacher will say, okay. But you cannot purposefully cheat the teacher, because if the teacher comes to know you are cheating, there was no difficulty, but you are giving some excuses, and that will not be pardoned. So similarly, we cannot cheat Krishna. It just happened for Ajamila, he got distracted. It doesn't mean that he planned like that. Okay, 20 years of life, I'll get distracted. For 65 years, I get involved with a prostitute. Then at the last minute, I'll loudly chant Narayana. He didn't plan anything like that. He just slipped. Because therefore, Krishna gave him a second chance. And then after Vishnu Das met him, and then he left, went to Haridwar, did tapasya, and went back to Krishna. When Bharat Maharaj's example is like that, similarly, he became distracted at the time of his death into social welfare activities, taking care of a deer, and he also lost his spiritual life. So either sinful activity or pious activity, both are distraction. A person only does spiritual activities, neither sinful nor pious. Okay, is it clear? Bharat
Yes,
Maharaj
Prabhu.
went to some punyatma, went into some taking care of the deer, that's punyatma. And Ajamila went into papatma, correct? You have to stop either of them if you want to go to spiritual activities higher than both punya and papa of this world. He at once attains my nature of this, no, not any discussion on that. Okay. Oh, there is one shloka yesterday I told people to remember. Yes, who remembers the assignment for yesterday? Who has done? Vanita. Bahunam Janamananta. You know the shloka? Himali Mataji. Both are busy with two children. Yes, Manjunath.
I have done, Prabhu.
Tell.
Bahunam janmanamante jnanavanma prapadyate vasudeva sarvamiti samahatma sudarlabha.
Pushpa Mataji, you know this shloka?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, tell.
Bahunam janma mante gnanavam ma prapadyate vasudeva sarva iti sa mahatmasu durlabha.
Fantastic. Rupa Mataji, you know this shloka?
Yes, Prabhuji. Bahunam janmanamante jnanavan mam prapadyate vasudevah sarvamiti samahatma sudurlabha.
Anybody else know this shloka? Raise your hand or chant it. Arvindangri Prabhu, do you know?
Yes, Prabhuji. Bahunam janmanamante jnanavan prapadyate vasudeva sarvamiti samahatma sudurlabha.
Yes. You know? Chant.
Bahunam janmanamante jnanavan prapadyate vasudeva sarvamiti samahatma sudurlabha.
Very good. Himali Mataji, you want to chant?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Bahunam janmanamante jnanavanamam prapadyate vasudeva sarvamiti samahatma sudurlabha.
Okay. Anybody else knows? Mataji knows? Prapadyate. Sudurlabha. Okay. Thank you, Mataji. Mataji, yaad hai?
Bahunam janmanam ante jnanavan mam prapadyate vasudevah sarvamiti sa mahatma sudurlabha.
Yaad hai? हाँ. Abir. ज्ञानवान. ठीक है. Everybody done? Chalo, we will go. Thank you, everybody. So we have 10 people here also. Oh, here also hand is raised. Chaitanya, Gajulu.
Bahunam janmanam ante jnanavan prapadyate vasudeva saram iti sahatma sadurlabha.
Sudarshan Dari, Prabhu, you also raised your hand. Okay.
Bahunam, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Chal, fine.
Yeah, Bahunam Janmanam Ante Jnanavan Mam Prapadyate Vasudeva Sarvamiti Samatma Sudurlabha.
Hello. So thank you, everybody. So we have 10 people here also, who are attending the class. This class is now compulsory for temple residents also. So we have here also, they have all cramped. Okay, so I proceed. Now for tomorrow, this shloka you all can remember, very important shloka. Antakale cha maheva smaran mukta kalevaram ya prayati samadbhavam yati nasti atra samshaya. The fifth and sixth. Okay, sixth one is easier. Better you remember sixth one because same meaning. This is easy to remember. Okay. Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tojite ante kalevaram tam tam eveti kaunteya sada tad bhava bhavita. Okay. For tomorrow, one shloka, six shloka. Okay. So antakale chamaveva, whoever at time of death quits his body, remembering me alone, at once attains my nature of this, there is no body. So, you know, this is very important. The time of death, many times the time of death, they say to children, beta, take care. Arre papa, we will take care. Problem is with you now. You have the examination. Correct? है ना? क्या होता है मरते सब ध्यान रखना. अरे हम तो देख लेंगे हमारा एग्जाम का तो भी टाइम है. आपका तो एग्जाम आ रहा है अभी. बड़ा एक भयंकर एग्जाम. पर भयंकर एग्जाम क्या आ रहा है शुभेंदु जी? भगवान को स्मरण करना है. अगर भगवान का स्मरण नहीं हुआ दोबारा जन्म लेना पड़ेगा, है ना? रिमेम्बरिंग मी, भगवान को याद करना है. इसलिए पूरा जिंदगी धोते रहो, धोते रहो, धोते रहो, दिल को धोते रहो. हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे रामा राम रामा हरे हरे. धोते रहो. अगर धोगे नहीं तो क्या होगा? दोबारा जन्म लेना पड़ेगा, है ना? वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ओके, सो वी गो टू द नेक्स्ट श्लोका. सेम मीनिंग. रूपा माता जी.
यं यं वापि स्मरन् भावं त्यजति अन्ते कलेवरं तं तं एव इति कौन्तेय सदा तद्भावभावितः.
Yes, Krishna.
Whatever state was quits his body, that state he will attain without
fail. Whatever state of being one remembers when he quits his body, that state will attain without fail. Yes, Chaitanya Gajula, Prabhu, you had a question. You had
no. Okay, sorry, that was reciting.
How you remove it, huh?
Okay,
Whatever state of being one remembers when he quits his body, at the state he will attain without fail. So Krishna is saying, so that is certain that is going to happen. So what are you going to do? Be very, very careful. Very careful. So this is a whole lifetime with the preparation for the examination of death. So as particularly those who are advancing in age should become very, very serious. Prabhupada said last 30 years of life we should be very serious. Because we should not take another birth. If you take another birth, no guarantee you're going to go back. Anybody can die anytime. ये तो guarantee नहीं है कभी मर सकता है कोई. Correct? इतनी भयंकर भयंकर बीमारियां हैं दुनिया में, कोई मर सकता है. खांस खांस के मर रहे हैं लोग, हैं? So what is the guarantee you'll remember? So therefore, we should become very serious in spiritual life. Turnam yatet anumrittu yavat. What is the shloka? Turnam yatet anumrittu yavat. Labdava sudallama idam bahu sambhavante. Oh, so rare to get, you got a human form of life. Turna, quickly endeavor before the death comes. Quickly endeavor and go back to Krishna. Labdava sudallama idam bahu sambhavante. Turna yatet, quickly endeavor. Before death comes, quickly endeavor and go back. Otherwise, go on here again and suffer. Yes.
तस्मात् सर्वेषु कालेषु मामनुस्मरयुध्य च मय्यात् पिता मनो बुद्धिर्मामे वैश्यस्य संशयः.
Translation. Therefore, Arjuna, you should always think of me in the form of Krishna and at the same time carry out your prescribed duty of fighting. With your activities dedicated to me and your mind and intelligence fixed on me, you will attain me without doubt.
Okay, so therefore, because at the time of death, whatever you do, you get a body accordingly. Therefore, is it clear to everybody? वो जो था वो था law of transmigration. Law होता है ना Newton's law of transmigration. वो समझ के therefore always think of Krishna. एक second Krishna को नहीं भूलने का. And how do you remember Krishna? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Therefore, very, very difficult actually to think about Krishna, but we can always chant his names. A chanting name is equivalent to thinking about Krishna. And keep doing it. So many activities are doing. Cooking, Hare Krishna, Krishna. क्या आपको दिमाग लग रहा है उसमें? दिमाग फ्री है, करेक्ट? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. जो भी काम कर रहे हो, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. कब करते रहो? Why stop chanting? You can softly keep chanting. As much you chant, that is good for you. Why gossip? Carry prescribed duty of fighting, so you can remember Krishna and do your. See Arjuna, he could even fight remembering Krishna. हम लोग नहीं याद करते. युद्ध में how do you remember Krishna? Just imagine. Correct? How can he remember? Krishna told him to fight. Krishna has told to do all this. Yes, Krishna, I am trying. Therefore, that is his meditation. Krishna, I am trying to fight for you. Therefore, he was just like Hanuman. He was praying, Hanuman, you are so dear to the Lord. You fought for Lord Rama and emerged victorious. Give me strength so that I can emerge victorious in this fight arranged by Lord Krishna. He's in that mood. In order, taking blessings of all the great personalities, he's fighting. So in that mood, he can fight. Fighting is not easy. That there is so much anger involved, everything, but he's not forgetting Krishna. Anna? So similarly, we are doing activities, it will be connected to Krishna. I'm cooking for Krishna. I'm decorating Krishna. I'm cleaning Krishna's temple. Correct? अगर भूल गए तो गए. माम अनुस्मर युद्धच. बहुत लोग करते हैं अपना सेवा अच्छे से करने का. That is good, but सेवा को किस कॉन्शियस पे करने का? Oh, मैं बहुत अच्छा सेवा करता. What is the use of that? वो तो अहंकार आ गया. Prabhupada says that is not the mood. The mood is I don't know how to cook for the Lord. I don't know some already. I don't know how to cook for the Lord. But I am doing as a service. Chalo, that's okay. Thank you. Chalo, 8th verse, Mataji.
अभ्यासयोगयुक्तेन चेतसा नान्यगामिना परमं पुरुषं दिव्यं पार्थानुचिन्तयन्.
Yes.
He who meditates on the Supreme Personality of Godhead, his mind constantly engaged in remembering me, undeviated from the path, he, O Partha, Arjuna, is sure to reach me.
Okay, anybody can read this paragraph. Who will read this paragraph? Rita Mataji, read this paragraph.
Okay.
Purport, one paragraph of the purport.
Purport. In this verse, Lord Krishna stresses the importance of remembering him. One's memory of Krishna is revived by chanting the mantra, so Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Mahamantra, Hare Krishna. By this practice of chanting and hearing the sound vibration of the Supreme Lord, one's ear, tongue, and mind are engaged. This mystic meditation is very easy to practice, and it helps one attain the Supreme Lord.
Yes.
ज्ञानमनुशासितारम् अनोरणीयां समनुस्मरेद्य सर्वस्य दातारमचिन्त्य रूपम् आदित्यवर्णं तमसा परास्तात्.
Translation. One should meditate upon the Supreme Person as one who knows everything, as he who is the oldest, who is the controller, who is smaller than the smallest, who is the maintainer of everything, who is beyond all material conception, who is inconceivable, and who is always a person. He is luminous like the sun, and being transcendental is beyond this material nature.
Thank you, Mata. So now to meditate on Krishna is not something whimsical, correct? How to meditate on Krishna?
Chanting Hare Krishna.
Who knows everything? What is meditation on Krishna? This is Krishna who knows everything. Who is the oldest? Who is the controller? Who is smaller than the smallest? Who is the maintainer of everything? Who is beyond our mental conception? Who is inconceivable? Is always a person. So there are so many things. Not that our meditation is whimsical. You know, this if we read the Shastra, we get clear picture. He is luminous like the sun and is beyond this material nature. So these are all different characteristics of Krishna. As we read Bhagavad Gita, these characteristics become established in the heart. Yes, Mataji, Rupa Mataji.
प्रयाणकाले मनसाचलेन भक्त्या युक्तो योगबलेन चैव भ्रुवोर्मध्ये प्राणमावेश सम्यक् सतं परं पुरुषम् उपैति दिव्यम्.
Translation. One who at the time of death fixes his life air between the eyebrows and in full devotion engages himself in remembering the Supreme Lord will certainly attain to the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Okay, so this is Ashtanga Yoga practice of fixing the life here between the eyes.
Yes.
Devotee doesn't do all this thing. Last shloka Prabhupada clarify. Whatever you get from any process, will get from the process of bhakti. Okay, this is Ashtanga Yoga. It does. He raises his life here, prana, and then focuses on the Lord and leaves for the spiritual world. Yes. Now there are certain times and of leaving the body. This all will discuss now. Yes, continue.
यदक्षरं वेदविदो वदन्ति विशन्ति यद्यतयो वीतरागा यद् इच्छन्तो ब्रह्मचर्यं चरन्ति तत्ते पदं संग्रहेण प्रवक्ष्ये.
Translation. Person learned in the Vedas who utter Omkara and who are the greatest sages in the renounced order enter into Brahman. Desiring such perfection, one practices celibacy. I shall now explain to you this process by which one may attain salvation.
This is more into the Shata Chakra. You have heard about the chakras people do. A chakra, how to achieve that chakra yoga. Okay. Next, in the 12th also goes into the process of Shat Chakra yoga. Yes. We don't practice that, Mataji, but Prabhupada is explaining everything. Okay.
Okay.
सर्वद्वाराणि संयम्य मनोहृदि निरुद्य च मूर्ध्नि आध्यात्मना प्राणम् आस्थितो योगधारणाम्.
Translation. The yogic situation is that detachment from all sensual engagement, closing all the doors of the senses and fixing the mind on the heart and the air and the life air at the top of the head, one establish himself in yoga.
This is the Shat Chakra yoga. Chalo, continue.
Om iti ekaksharam brahma yaharan mamanusmaran yaprayati tyajanteham sayati paramam gatim.
After being situated in this yoga practice and vibrating the sacred syllable Om, the supreme combination of letters, if one thinks of the Supreme Personality of Godhead and quits his body, he will certainly reach the spiritual planets.
Okay, so small purport. Himali Mata, you like to read?
Yes, Prabhu. It is clearly stated here that Om, Brahman and Lord Krishna are not different. The impersonal sound of Krishna is Om, but the sound Hare Krishna contains Om. It is clearly recommended in this age that if one quits his body at the end of this life chanting the Maha Mantra Hare Krishna, he will reach the spiritual planets. Similarly, those who are devotees of Krishna enter the Krishna planet or Golok Vrindavan, whereas the impersonalists remain in the Brahma Jyoti. The personalists also enter many innumerable planets in the spiritual sky known as Vaikunthas.
Okay. So, okay, it's clear. So, Prabhupada says Hare Krishna mantra includes Om. Om generally is chanted by the impersonalists and they use, in fact, even Om can be chanted personally, but they generally refer Om in a very impersonal way to the referring to the Brahma Jyoti. Okay, na? So, but Krishna, when you are chanting, it focuses on a personality, and impersonal aspect of God is also always included within the personal aspect. Like within the sun, sunshine is included. Within any person, his powers are included. So Om is included within the Hare Krishna mantra. Okay, chalo. Now there are very beautiful shlokas, remembering Krishna by pure bhakti, 14 to 16.
Ananya cheta satatam yo mam smarati nityasah tasyaham sulabha partha nityayuktasya yoginah.
Translation. For one who remembers me without deviation, I am easy to obtain, O son of Pritha, because of this constant engagement in devotional service.
Okay, so if you constantly engage in devotional service, yes, you can easily attain Krishna. Okay, very beautiful. 15.
Mam upetya punarjanma dukkhalayam ashashvatam napvanti mahatmana samsiddhim paramam gatah.
After attaining me, the great souls who are yogis in devotion never return to this temporary world, who is full of miseries because they have attained the highest perfection.
This is a very famous shloka for preaching.
Okay.
Mamupetya punarjanma. If somebody reaches the spiritual world, then this world which is full of Krishna is getting, what is the certificate to this world? Dukkhalayam ashas. This is a world, a miserable world, which is temporary. So Krishna's certificate, and what we are trying to do, we are trying to make it Sukhalayam and Shashvatam. Correct? Everybody is trying to fight against the disease spreading around the world. A devotee, no, this is a miserable place, proven now. Dukhalayam, Ashashvatam. है ना? खास के लोग मर रहे हैं. But Krishna is very clear. This word is made for misery. So why you're surprised? Dukhalayam, Ashashvatam. Amupetya punarjanma, Dukhalayam. So if you go back to the spiritual world, these things are not there in the spiritual world. Sukhalayam, Ashashvatam. Nap samsiddhi paramam gataha. So, napnuvanti. They attain the spiritual abode. Okay? As paramam gataha. Okay? So those who are mamupetya punarjanma, those who achieve Krishna, they don't come back to this world. So having made a mistake once, burned a finger once, nobody will burn his finger again. Okay? So once you go back to Krishna, we don't even never think about coming back to the middle world. Is it clear, everybody? It's simple philosophy. Because this world is miserable and temporary, why we will come? Anybody from the spiritual world, why will he come to this temporary, dirty place? Yes.
Abrahma bhuvana loka punaravartino arjuna mamupetya tu kaunteya punarjanmana vidyate.
From the highest planet in this material world down to the lowest, all are the places of misery, wherein repeated birth and death takes place. But one who attains my abode, O son of Kunti, never takes birth again.
Okay. So everywhere, even till Brahma Loka, you have to leave the body one day. So better is, go back to Krishna. Don't plan anything in the middle world. Everywhere, misery is there of birth and death. So much misery. And the hospital patients are not able to breathe and they are dying out of pneumonia, correct? So 20% patients in India, also 20% patients are needing ICU after they get sick. So dangerous. Okay, so repeated birth is happening. But they go to the spiritual world, eternally you will not get a disease. Hamesha ke liye problem solved. Okay. All are places of misery. But लोगों को लगता नहीं misery. अभी देखो सब आँख खोल के देख रही पूरी दुनिया एक ही चीज देख रही कितने मरे है ना misery. But people don't see misery, so Krishna sometimes shows misery. Now this is talking about the life of the middle world versus the spiritual world. That is shloka 17 to 22. Yes, Rupa Mata.
Sahasrayuga paryantam haryat brahmano viduhu ratrim yuga sahasrantam te ahoratra vidu janaha.
By human calculation, 1,000 ages taken together is the duration of Brahma's one day, and such is also the duration of his night.
Okay, this is clear. 1,000 cycles of Satyuga, Tretuga, Dwaparuga, Kalyuga form one unit, that is 4 point, Satyuga, Kalyuga 4.3 lakh years, 4,32,000 into 1,000 is 4, yeah, into 10, because Satyuga is 4 times, 3 times, 2 times, 1 time. So 10x is the size of set of yugas, that becomes 4.3 million. 1,000 times that is 4.3 billion is a day, and same in the night, 4.3 billion. So 8.6 billion years is the 124 hours of Brahma. Okay, this is calculation, and you can calculate Brahma's life from this, comes to hundreds of trillions of years. So this is done. Any questions, doubt? It's all clear now. Everybody knows. Good, great devotees.
So, Prabhu, just one I have. According to that distinct calculation, that material world, he has explained. Even Brahma also has this thing. I mean,
see, Brahma, when he leaves the body, generally goes
what
back.
about this thing? I mean, misery, health problems.
Not like us. We don't see Brahma coughing and all. As you go higher and higher, these things reduce. Correct?
Okay.
He doesn't get Corona-19. Okay?
Okay.
You don't see Brahma coughing and Brahma stomach pain. Brahma has stomach pain today, not like that. They are the bodies are better, very, very subtle bodies, Mataji. Almost spiritual bodies. Almost. Okay? Brahma is very, see, imagine Brahma created the whole, all the living entities out of him. Correct? From the heart, from the left, right, center is creating it. Huh? He's asking even viruses Brahma creates. He has to arrange for suffering. No? This world is a place of suffering. Not for his suffering, for our suffering. Yes. And anyway, he's a great devotee. Krishna always protects him personally. Generally, Brahma goes back to Godhead. Generally. But he has to do sadhana. Not that without sadhana he'll go back. Therefore, Brahma also does lot of tapasya. Okay, we continue. We read the shloka, no? Avyakta, advyakta. Yes, Rupama.
Avyakta sarva prabhavanti aharagame ratri agame praliyante tatraiva avyakta samyake.
When Brahma's day is manifest, this multitude of living entities come into being, and at the arrival of Brahma's night, they are all annihilated.
Okay, so that's what is happening. And in fact, if Brahma's day is his day. What is the? Because Brahma time is very slow. Our time is very fast compared to him. So what is Brahma is watching? We are jumping from one body to another, one body to another, one body to another. He sees the drama happening all day. Correct? Jumping from one tree to another tree like a monkey. Yes, Mataji. 19.
Bhutagrama saevayam bhutva praliyate ratri agame avasah partha prabhavati aharagame.
Again, a day comes, and this host of beings is active. And again, the night falls, O Partha, and they are all helplessly dissolved.
You all understand? See, Brahma is such an important personality. If Brahma is sleeping, all crazy people have to be put to destroyed, because they will create disturbance. So all the lower planets, most of lower planets are destroyed. Only few top planets are kept, because those great sages, okay, their problem. They don't create problem. And Brahma takes rest. It destroys all the lower, because Brahma is sleeping. These people cannot be running around. Brahma is not going to sleep. He's going to sleep for 4.3 billion years. It's not a small sleep. Yeah. He's saying Brahma sleep for 12 hours. Prabhupada slept for only 2 hours. So whatever it is, his Sandhya. After that, is all sadhana going on. He has no time for you. Okay, whatever it is, after his evening 6 to morning 6, he has his own life. And he doesn't want to be bothered about whatever is time. He sleeps 1 hour, 10 minutes, that is his time. But 6 to 6, that is Brahma's night time. He doesn't want any disturbance. So all the lower planets, everything he destroys. And no effortlessly creates again next day morning. So therefore, there is a cycle of creation, destruction, creation. Therefore, scientists are confused, because they look for the birth of the universe once, but here it is cycle of creation, destruction done by Brahma. So the data will always be messy. So Only few top planets are left. Therefore, some great sages, they travel to the top planet during that time, knowing it will all be destroyed. They want to stay. And they are pure. Okay, is it fine? Everybody knows this, I think, hopefully. Okay, chalo, continue. This is the famous shloka, spiritual word.
परस्तस्मात्तु भावन्यो अव्यक्तो अव्यक्तात् सनातनः यस्य सर्वेषु भूतेषु नश्यत्स्यो न विनश्यति.
Yet there is another nature which is eternal and is transcendental to this manifested and unmanifested matter. It is a supreme and is never annihilated. When all in this world is annihilated, that part remains as it is.
That is another nature, because you can see some part of the universe, some part of the universe you cannot see. It is beyond your capacity to see. Correct? But beyond all that is Krishna. Vaikuntha Loka, where Krishna is there. That is spiritual world. So Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is actually inviting us. My dear son, come back home. There is a little hint about spiritual word in Gita. Details are there in Brahma Samhita. Chintamani prakarasad mashukal praveksha laksha vrateshu surabhi abhipalayantam. Then Lakshmi Sahasra Amravaseva Manam Govindamadi Purusham Varavinda Dalaya Taksham Varhavasam Damasitam Udasundarangam Kandharapakoti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobham Govindamadi Purusham. This is a discussion of the spiritual world going on. So another nature is eternal and transcendental, manifested and unmanifested matter. It is supreme and it is never ended. When all this word is ended, that part remains as it is. That's the beauty of the spiritual world. Yes, next look at 21.
अव्यक्तोऽक्षर इति युक्तस्तमाहु परमां गतिं यं प्राप्य न निवर्तन्ते तद्धाम परमं मम.
That supreme abode is called unmanifested and infallible, and it is a supreme destination. When one goes there, he never comes back. That is my supreme abode.
Okay, so when one goes there, you do not come back. No need to come back. Correct? So you go back, go eternally, all your problems are over. Vaikuntha. One stroke, all problems are over. 100 sunar ki, ek lohar ki. They say, go back to the spiritual world, all problems are over at one stroke. Okay, unmanifested and infallible. It's not visible to you, it's unmanifested and infallible. And that is a supreme destination. And whole Bhagavad Gita is Krishna inviting us to come to the supreme abode. He will never come back once you go. That is my supreme abode. Yeah, 22nd. Confirm. Yes, Purusha Saparapata.
पुरुषः परः पार्थ भक्त्या लभ्यस्त्वनन्यया यस्यान्तास्तानि भूतानि येन सर्वम् इदं ततम्.
The supreme Godhead, who is great in all, is attainable by unalloyed devotion. Although he is present in his abode, he is all pervading and everything is situated within him.
So Ananya Bhakti. What the word? Ananya. Ananya means pure bhakti. Anya Vilashita Shunyam. Pure bhakti only Krishna can be attained. So we have to become a pure devotee. That's a condition. 100% marks Krishna wants. Not 99, not 98. 100%. We have to become pure devotee. That is our effort. So therefore, purify. So that we can attain pure devotion. Go back to Krishna. Otherwise, rot here. Yatra Kale. Yes, Mataji. 23rd to 20th, supremacy of pure bhakti in attaining Krishna. The last section. We finish this today or we do tomorrow? We 4:30 or time we have reached actually. Okay, any questions? Anybody? Is it fine? Manita, you want to go back to spiritual world?
Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
So how is your new child?
She's fine, Prabhu.
One more responsibility now, Anna. For the elder child, it will become a toy.
Yes, Prabhu.
They start
Yes,
fighting
Prabhu.
already. Arvindangi Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. That is clear?
Prabhuji,
Yeah.
Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, I just want some clarification on this Mahamaya and Yogamaya, which you mentioned in the last chapter.
Yeah. See, I tell you, it's very easy. In ISKCON also we have policy. First initiation we ask, second initiation we don't ask. You are asked. You don't ask for second initiation. They will tell you to take second initiation. That's the general term it is said. The same way, Yogamaya, you cannot lift the curtain. The curtain is lifted by Krishna. Okay? Or by Radharani. Mahamaya curtain, you strictly follow rules and regulations to serve. That also actually requires Krishna's mercy. But even Mayavadis can, personalists can come to the knowledge of Brahman. But Manushanam Sahasreshu. But the next curtain is lifted by Yogamaya. When you are very eager to serve Krishna, only then it is revealed. We know that Krishna doesn't give bhakti easily. He gives everything.
Yeah.
So therefore, when you have very sincere desire to serve Krishna, then that curtain will be lifted.
So that's the
many people in spiritual life are happy, you know, they get something. But there are no tears in eyes and nothing. They don't bother for that. Bhakti is something more than peace of mind. Correct?
Yeah.
Many people come to spiritual life and they are very peaceful. Oh, I'm happy. Yeah, that's what. Okay. You want only that much, Krishna gave you that much. But then you wanted something more. Okay? You want to feel the pleasure of the bhakti rasa. Then that is only given when you are very sincere. Very sincere.
Yeah. Thank you, Prabhu.
Okay? That is Yogamaya. That is just like nectar devotion, we are reading so many things. These are not stories. These are all facts. Bhakti rasa. These are all facts, isn't it? But they will be experienced when the next Krishna gets the body. Correct.
Prabhu, one question here about material, like 3 modes of nature. So you were saying like from Bhuloka to Brahmaloka, like all the lokas are binded by 3 modes of material, like, including Brahmaloka, Prabhu.
See, Brahmaloka is like a via media. Satyaloka also it is called. It's almost the spiritual. Brahmaloka is almost in the spiritual. Brahma is very pure personality. You meet him, you'll be very happy. And present Brahma is Haridas Thakur, the pure devotee of Krishna. Brahma, Shiva, Ganesha, Durga, these are all exalted devotees. Correct? So don't put Brahma is our Acharya also in the Parampara. Krishna, Brahma. Anna?
Yeah.
So don't think he's less than you.
No. I'm just thinking like because Krishna only can liberate us. So I was just thinking.
In a general principle, it is said Brahma is not alone. Even Brahma has to do as a principle. Even after born, Brahma does tapasya. Everybody has to do tapasya to go back to Krishna, including Brahma. Okay?
Yes.
That's the principle. But generally, Brahma is a very responsible host. He passes the examination. But sometimes the Brahma can become proud. Oh, I am also having a big post like Lord Vishnu and Shiva. I am in charge of the material world in creation. Then he has to, with the universe is destroyed, he goes back and comes back. Okay?
Okay. Thank you. Right.
So, but general principle, whole the material creation is covered by the 3 modes. That's the principle. Okay. But every rule has an exception. Brahmaloka, Brahma is not alone. So many people are there. Okay, there are said many ways we can reach Brahmaloka. All those things are another part. Okay. Himali Mataji, we go, continue, or we end today here?
As you wish, Prabhu.
Now what, evening, what you do now? You don't make some snacks for children? 5 o'clock snack?
Still time is there, Prabhu.
Okay. Who cooks? You only cook at the home?
No, sometimes I cook, sometimes my mother-in-law will cook.
Oh, you have that privilege. And then now totally chakka jam, everything is blocked.
Yes, Prabhu.
No movement. And UP is not much, Anna. Till now, lucky, Anna. Varanasi.
So many are there, Prabhuji.
Yeah, it is there in UP also.
UP also, so many are there.
Heavy population, if it enters, oh my God, then it is very dangerous. Hana?
Yes. In Varanasi also there are cases, Mataji?
Yes, they are.
Yes, there are.
Yeah, your Kundapura is safe, no, Vanita? We'll all come there.
Yes, Prabhu, you can all come. Safe city.
I think safe.
Prabhuji, Mangalore also safe, no problem.
Yeah, till now.
Till now.
But I heard in the news, even Mangalore has this thing, Udupi, they all have places.
Udupi and Mangalore far. It is Udupi district is having. Mangalore actually not one only Mangalorean.
All have become healthy and gone out, no? Correct?
Yeah, all become all right and gone home, except that Ullal fellow.
No, all these people came from Kerala only, correct?
Most of them, yeah, via Kerala. One person from Kerala, Prabhuji, one Muslim person who had gone to Jamaat, he is still there in the Venlock.
Anyway, they kept Venlock ready for unlimited patients, no? This time? It's
Yes, Venlock and ESI hospital.
Venlock and?
ESI.
Which is better?
Both are the same, government hospitals only, both.
Okay. Government
Mostly
hospital means the care will not be good, no? No, but
No,
they are
Venlock is good. Venlock is good. ESI, I don't know, but Venlock is good, no problem.
Venlock is maintained by KMC.
KMC, one lady was there, 75 years old with a diabetes. She also got cured and got discharged, gone home.
Oh, she got discharged. 75-year-old lady with diabetes.
75 years old lady, Muslim lady.
Kerala also a lot of people got cured, surprisingly. Did they try Ayurveda or what? How they got cured?
Death of Kerala is less.
Death
only.
is less and people are getting cured.
Less cured.
I don't know what they are doing. Ayurveda or what?
Actually, in Kerala, people, most of them take Ayurvedic or homeopathic medicines.
Yeah, Kerala, they don't take allopathy. Yeah.
Homeopathy and commonly even in small Kerala, but lots of homeopathic dispensaries are there. So maybe they are taking.
We do not know. Chalo.
Prince Charles also was treated by homeopathic medicines.
Yes.
Charles was having corona, but he took homeopathic medicine and he got cured fast.
Chalo. Okay. We close now, Mataji. Thank you. Here allopathy there, Dr. Himali, and here Rita Mataji homeopathy. Ayurveda we don't have here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. We meet tomorrow. We'll finish this chapter.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you, everyone. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.